Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. Tonight we are going for an alcohol-free Weissbier. Which one is it? It's this one. It is the Paulaner 0.0 Weissbier. And it's available in your local Tesco for about £1.30 a bottle. And it's a 500ml bottle and it really doesn't say much on the back of the bottle other than that it's brewed in accordance with the Bavarian purity laws. It's non-alcoholic beer and your ingredients are water, malted wheat, malted barley, CO2 from fermentation, yeast and hops. And that is it. Now, I vaguely recall trying the full fat version of this a good while back. But the benchmark for this style of beer for me is the Erdinger alcohol-free. So will this one live up to expectations? Let's find out. Let's open it up, get it into a glass and see. So, we're going to pour into my small beer brew co glass today. The pour is good colour. It's nice and cloudy. The glass, though, needs a bit of cleaning. That really is cloudy. I like the look. That is a great looking beer. It's got that look. It's got that cloudiness. It's got that colour. That unctuous look to it. It's got a nice, voluminous, off-white head. That is a great looking Weissbier. Look at that. Lovely. So it looks the part. It's a lovely colour. Let's have a whiff. Does it smell like I expect it to? Yeah, it does. Yeasty, bready, malty. It's everything you expect of the style. And yeah, it looks great. It does. It does. I'm really impressed with how it looks. So it looks great. It smells good. Does it taste good? Cheers. It does. It's everything you want in the style. It is sweet, don't get me wrong. A lot of alcohol-free beers tend to be a little bit on the sweeter side. And this one is. But it's got a lovely, lovely, bready, yeasty sort of flavour going on. Brilliant. It's a good body to it as well. It's kind of medium. Got a lovely soft mouth feel. It's full in the mouth. You've got just enough carbonation to give you something nice. It's really good. The finish is bready. It's yeasty. It's that classic malt. It works wonders. And there is a sugary sweetness that comes through. It's not that overly sugary crystal malt sweetness that you get from some of the alcohol-free beers. It's just a nice natural malty sweetness. It's really good. There's something slightly savoury outside of that bready note, and it works. It complements everything well. This one I'm going to have to buy again and put up against the Erdinger side by side in one of my showdowns just to see which I prefer. That's really good. That's really good. So, Paulaner Weissbier 0.0. What do I think of you? Well, let's go to the Untapped scoreboard of joy first of all, which tells me we've got 23,000 check-ins of an average of 2.78, which isn't that favourable an average really, but when you consider the number of check-ins, you're going to get plenty of people who enjoy it and plenty of people who don't, and you're going to get something like that occur with the scoreboard. Mine currently says nothing, so let's give it some points, shall we? So the appearance, it's a lovely looking beer. It's got a beautiful cloudiness to it. It had a nice head. You still got some of it left, but alcohol-free beers tend not to hold their head for too long, and they certainly don't in glasses that are less than stellar. This one is a bit less than stellar today, but you've got a lovely, lovely looking beer. I can't fault it. It makes me want to drink it just looking at it, so it's going to get the full point from me there. So 1-0 off to start. The aroma is what you expect. It's bready, slightly yeasty, malty. It just invokes that vibe. It's perfect for what it is. It's going to get the full point. The body is really good. It's medium. Got a lovely soft mouthfeel, like I mentioned, and the carbonation is just right. It's on the slightly lighter side of carbonation, but it works. It could do, though, with being just a little bit heavier. Just a little bit. I'm going to give it the 0.75 there. And the taste works really, really well. It's bready, it's yeasty, it's malty. I've said it 100 times if I've said it 10 in the video. And that sweetness that comes through as well. It works, it complements everything. I like it. Is it as good in my head as the Erdinger? I'm going to err on the side of caution at this point. I'm going to say not quite. And we will put them together in the showdown in another video soon. So I'm going to go with a 0.75 on the flavour front. And the finish, it's moreish. That's the best way to describe it. You've got all of that bready, yeasty goodness coming through, the bit of the malt, and like I say, it's that classic sweet malt. You've got a little bit of sugary sweetness on the end. You just want more. So that's what I'm going to do. It's good. I would like a little bit more of the malt and a little bit less of the sweetness. I'm going to give it the 0.75, which means we have got a total for the Paulaner 0.0, 4.25 out of 5, which from memory, now bearing in mind it was a long time ago that I did the original video for Erdinger Alcohol Free, it's the same score, but my scoring system was different back then. You know, it was just 4 and above was I'd rush out to buy it again, and it's the gradient of whatever in between. This is now an actual defined scoring system. I couldn't think of a word there. So when I put them side by side, I'm actually going to do a proper scoring side by side with this scoring in mind from the Paulaner, and then we'll see who wins. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, be upstanding for the Paulaner Weissbier 0.0. It's a good beer. If you haven't tried it, I definitely recommend you do, and do let me know in the comments section below if you have. Speaking of which, down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them. Like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another video. Bye.